Treasure X!
Monster gold! We're monster size! Open the coffin! Ew, spider webs! Mix the secret solution and...
You ever see a toy on a store shelf that just calls to you? Such is the case with Treasure X Monster Gold. What is this? I have no idea. So I bought this thing at Target and it just looked kind of cool. It's weird. Thought I'd do a video on it. That's how a lot of these toy reviews have been going lately. I don't really have anything in mind. I just kind of find something and go, maybe I can do a video on that. The most I know is this toy was actually made by Moose Toys, the same company that did those squishy, stretchy Space Jam figures I reviewed a while back. So it's cool to see that they kind of have the market in just bizarre children's toys. But how could you not want to buy something like this? I mean, just look at it. You got a coffin with a little monster guy on the bottom, gold chains around it. Will you find real gold-dipped treasure? That's the dream. Treasure X Monster Gold. It's every boy and girl's dream. Warning, choking hazard, gotta put that on there. Awaken the monster. It jumps to life. Fizz powder and spiderweb ooze, so that's what we're dealing with here. On the side, you got search through the spiderweb. Awaken the monster. Discover the treasure. Now bigger figures. 5 inches. So I guess they got some smaller versions of these two somewhere. On the other side is just a picture. More gold chains, a lock. You got a werewolf figure here. 6 monsters to collect. Across series 1 in the very small fine print. So this is just series 1. There's going to be more series, I guess. At least I would assume there's going to be more series unless these don't do too well. Swap body parts. Rest in pieces. And then on the back, 13 levels of adventure. So 13 whole steps I gotta do just to get this figure out of its coffin. This is one of those videos that sounded like a good idea at the time, and it's gonna end up being a total nightmare to make. So I'm going to open it up and try to figure out what all of this is about, really, because I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so here we got the coffin outside of the packaging. And here we've got the packaging because I still need these 13 steps. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm doing. It also came with these, like, I believe instructions right here. Let's open it up and see what it's about. So on the front, we got what I assume to be the little pieces you find inside of the skull. Behind it, it lists off the 13 steps again. So if you throw away the packaging, don't worry. You have these whole, like, 13 steps ready for you. Actually, it looks like it's 15 steps here, so maybe we've been lied to. And you've got all of the cool figures that come here. There's a lot of cool ones. Let's see. I'm gonna hope for... I really want a skeleton. Let's go for a skeleton. Oh yeah, and there's a better look at each of the pieces you get inside too. They're glow in the dark though. Isn't like glow in the dark way cooler than gold, or is that just me? And this right here is a really cool piece. I mean... it's got the sculpt with a spider. It's got a skull face on it. You know, it's just one big, like, sculpted hunk of plastic, but there's some spider webs and goop leaking out on the side. And it's kind of like that just all around, some areas that are all bolted up. And there's this piece, which this piece is going to be important. I'll get to that in a second. But first of all, this is going to be a very messy thing, so I don't want to open it up on this fabric. So I'm gonna get some stuff out to make sure I don't make too much of a mess. All right, so here it is lying down inside of a glass bowl. So our very first step is to just take this piece off. There we go. And there's a better look at the little piece. It's kind of like a crowbar. And we open it up like so. Ooh, got it working. So we just take that off. Okay, and we got some stuff right here. I guess the next step is that we take all of this stuff out. So you just take off this white tray, and then underneath you got some more stuff. I'm gonna put all of this aside just for a second so we can get a better look at the coffin real quick. But yeah, it's got this like spooky spider web design, lots of spiders crawling all over it. And it's supposed to look like the monster's kind of wrapped up in some sort of spider web. So put that aside for a second and take a look at these delectable treats, whatever this is. We'll find out in a second. And just so we don't make too much of a mess, I'll lie out some cardboard. All right, so the next step, I believe, is we're actually supposed to open these up. I believe we open these up so that we can get some eyeballs or something. That's what I'm gonna assume this is. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be like spider webs or something on the inside. Oh no, this is super sticky. It's like marshmallow. So I just grabbed a towel so that I can wipe this stuff off. It's very sticky and that worries me. Okay, so reach inside. Ooh, it's like phloem. It's like very sticky phloem. I think I'm supposed to lie it out in here. Kind of dig through it. All right. So what I get is a little bag with 3 pieces in it. So we got here, it's just covered in phloem, but there's a little, I assume glow in the dark spider piece. I think it's a spider. Yeah, but I can just kind of get all the sticky stuff off. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. It would probably help if I had some scissors. I should go grab some. All right. And I got me some monster eyeballs. Yeah, and if you want to mess around with this kind of phloem stuff too, you can, but I really just, I don't want to deal with that anymore. Here's the spider a bit more cleaned up. All right, so now that I am done with that, I think our next step is to mix these 2 packets into some water. So I have got with me a big jug of water, or I guess a big measuring cup. I filled it up about halfway. All right, so I think what I do here is I just open up each pack. Hopefully this isn't as messy. I'm gonna pour one in. Ooh, it's blue. Ooh, it's like soda. I don't know if this stuff is edible or not. I'm probably not gonna drink it either way. Then take our, what I assume to be yellow, and mix that in. So we get green. Ooh. Anyway, so we got our Fanta lime, and our next step is, I'm gonna put this aside. And I'm gonna move that coffin up here. All right, so I believe what we do next, and hopefully I don't fuck this up because I don't know what I'm doing, is we just pour this mixture over the coffin, into the hole, I guess. Maybe I'm supposed to get it like all over it. I might need to go grab some more water. All right, some more water to the rescue. I'm just gonna pour it over this part. Whoa! So it's not a skeleton, but what it is a werewolf. That is very cool. I did not know that it would do that. Okay, so I think the next step would be to put the eyeballs in. So I'm just gonna put these in real quick. Okay, so next what I gotta do is I gotta take this guy out. Yeah, he's all covered in that stuff. Just gotta get it off of him. Ooh. You know what? At least I can say it's not leaking everywhere. It seems like the coffin kind of holds everything in place. And inside, we got this. Well, I'm gonna get the table all wet. All right, we're bringing the cardboard back. Bring the cardboard back. But inside we got this brain, which is in like a trophy case. That's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, looking at the figure himself, I think his eyes are off. Maybe that's just the way it is. I don't know. But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. It's still got some mess all over him, but you know, its arms move around. His head doesn't move too much, but his jaw can move. So that's really cool. I love that. He's got a big X on his back, which is where you pull him from the coffin. And it did say the limbs are removable, so you can take them out, and if you buy other monsters, you can switch out their limbs, which is cool. But what we gotta do before we can fully appreciate this figure is we have to bash his head in. This is not a joke, by the way. This is exactly what the instructions tell me to do. I have to bash its head in with my crowbar. His head looks like chocolate, and I'm about to break it. Oh, you know what? It's like Easter, like an Easter bunny, chocolate bunny. Oh, I wish this was edible because it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna break out the rest myself. Whoa, I got a gold piece. It's not glow in the dark, but it'll do. And I believe we can take our golden spider and I don't know what exactly we do with it. Oh, it looks here like in the picture. Here. It looks like they put it in the display case, so that's what I'm going to do with it. So let's put that aside and let's take this brain right here and we'll open that up. A nice juicy brain. Just gonna take that off. It's squishy. I love squishy brain toys. And we'll put it in the back of his head. And now when you push down on his brain, his jaw opens. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I forgot to mention the back of his shirt says Wolfman on it, so that's fun. And then I can put him aside and I can take the golden spider piece and put it on the display stand where it's meant to be. Look at that. Beautiful. And I believe that is it. That is all 13 or arguably 15 steps. I believe there's one more step I'm missing. I think you can attach this little suction cup to the coffin or something like that. Oh, I see. I believe you are supposed to kind of attach this to the back right here, so then it'll go down and you can lie the monster down with it. Because if you ever want to reattach the monster, you can. But because it's so wet in here and I don't want to get this suction cup messed up, I'm just gonna leave it be for now. Yeah, as far as the 15 steps, we're not gonna go through with that, but we did all 13 steps. I think that's good enough. So that is my video on, what's this called again? Treasure X Monster Gold, and it is a really bizarre but fun toy. I am all for monster themed toy lines, so I think this is a really neat toy. And because there's a whole process to get the toy, it kind of makes it more of an experience. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think if you're really into the whole like monster aesthetic or universal monsters, then you'll definitely get a kick out of this. But it's definitely the type of toy that would do very well with young boys. So I don't know if kids will be watching this, but I do give this a recommendation to kids who like that sort of thing. I don't usually do like these kind of mystery figures, but I would love to do more videos like that in the future. But thank you to everyone who watched. If you want to check out some more WTF toy videos or some movie or TV reviews, I've got lots of those on the channel. So please feel free to check those out. Thanks again, and goodbye.